Well, how was your day today, Gibb? I know you were a busy boy.
I was a busy boy. I woke up and um, I finished editing a YouTube video, which was
Nice.
interrupted in the middle with me saying my CPU is too bad and I need a new one. Um, you'll recall I said the same thing roughly 1 year ago um,
That sounds familiar.
when I got a new
I don't know
CPU.
why.
hmm Um, so
So
that
another new CPU
yeah,
on the way? Okay.
when I get the funds. Um, which hopefully I got my Twitch payout and I can sell the one I currently have. And that will cover most of it.
And dual income baby.
Exactly.
It's my 2-job baby boy.
We'll be
But
good
dual
to go.
income, one boy. I was thinking, what? Like a couple?
And then
No, he's the one man dink.
exactly.
It's dual income, no kids.
And then I went to work right around 12 o'clock, or I guess 11 o'clock for you guys. And now I'm home. Ready to pod.
Let's potty.
We're here for it.
Yeah.
Why do you think we're here?
Let's get this potty started.
Nice.
Wow.
It was right there. We just needed someone to
The easy layup.
take. Yeah.
I didn't even see it. It was right there in front of me.
It's in plain sight. We all missed it.
You were running screen, Gibb, and that made this layup possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the bleachers like,
There it is.
oh my God, dude.
Just Drake pogging.
Let's go.
It's like
'Cause I'm
Mario
pretty
and
sure in the Drake pog, he's in the middle of saying, let's go. I'm pretty sure.
it must have been. There's like Mario and Ty, like as everyone on the bench, like it is just too late for caffeine for me.
It's
Normally,
an
I'd
hour
agree,
later
but
for you. Yeah.
I just wanted a
Still.
boost.
The
Just a little
9
boost.
p.m. coffee is not for me.
If you drink
I'll
enough
be up a little late
coffee,
anyway.
it's not so bad. I feel like a
True.
9 p.m. coffee doesn't affect me that hard just because I'm not going to chug a whole coffee. I'm going to sip on some.
Mhm.
You don't drink it the way you do in the morning.
No, just a couple sips.
Also, do you ever have post-dinner coffee? That was like a thing at like family events for me. Like when my grandparents would come over, my mom would make a pot of coffee after dinner. After dinner coffee's pretty nice.
Uncaffeinated.
Something my mom would do.
or-
Sometimes uncaffeinated, but sometimes with caffeine.
My mom was definitely a super late night decaf kind of gal.
Mm-hmm. And
can do a
decaf still
decaf.
has some caffeine.
But she's
What?
also just constantly
Oh,
fucking railing caffeine, so
yeah, same.
it's nothing. No. It's nothing.
Your mom's a coffee microwaver. I've seen her do it.
She is. She is.
My mom's a coffee microwaver.
She's a simple lady and a heathen.
Did you hear? Were you there for Mario's reasoning behind microwaving his coffee the other day, Gibb?
No.
Please explain.
He said that he's like against it, except in very specific cases where the coffee's been sitting for like 6 hours and there might be something kind of like growing in it. So he's gonna like nuke it so that he can drink it without fear.
Oh, okay. So nothing's growing in it 6 hours later.
I don't know,
Promise.
man. Coffee molds quick. Have you ever left a cup sitting for like 24 hours? I
Yeah.
feel like there's already mold in it sometimes. Like
Mine's got to be at least like my coffee isn't molded until at least like the 2-day mark.
2 days, yeah. I just feel like
At
2
which point I'm
days.
not drinking it anyway.
Why are
What do you
you
mean, why?
drinking that coffee?
I'm not
Oh, you don't
drinking it.
drink
I
that
just
coffee.
leave it there.
No,
Yeah, it's an accident.
I mean, Mario. It's like it's 6
Oh.
hours old. Like
Yeah, it's rebrew time.
you have more coffee.
It is
No, that's
rebrew
me. That's me for
or it's
sure,
a,
though.
a Plunka cube in it. I don't know. I do
Mhm.
drink pretty old coffee, but I tend to either just
It's
ice
kind of a
it
play.
or I pour it out and make new coffee.
Like if it's been sitting in a fridge, that's one thing.
No, I mean on my desk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we've left it out, oops. I'm not I'm not drinking that. I'm not finishing that.
I'm
Well,
not
someone's
against old
bougie.
coffee. I'll drink
Doesn't even
some
drink
coffee
6-hour-old
with it.
coffee.
I
This
feel
guy
like it's
probably
becoming
probably
You
shits on
are
a
you
golden
even
toilet. This guy.
I'm gonna make a fresh pot of coffee. Like
you
not even
call
a pot of
yourself
coffee.
a coffee lover?
I
You won't
don't.
even drink six
I don't think he
don't.
ever
You
said that.
don't?
I don't think he ever said that.
Those are
Okay.
your words.
Fine.
Hold on. I enjoy coffee, but I've never gone that far.
It's
You
not a
don't love
love
coffee?
thing. We have a business relationship.
Yeah, coffee don't love me.
Ooh, coffee loves me. I love coffee.
Coffee wants me to think it loves me, but it don't love me.
Coffee keeps gaslighting me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll be like everything's
sad.
fine, and I'll think it's fine, and then next thing I know, coffee sweats.
Yeah, yeah. Got
I don't.
the mine's always the poops. Same
Oh
every
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Coffee poops. Yeah.
Or the
Okay.
like, you drank a lot of coffee piss, and it's like, yeah, that
Mm.
smells like coffee.
Potent? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
that's when
in
you
the
like
morning.
Sometimes it doesn't have to be a lot of coffee. Sometimes you pee after just like starting your coffee day and it's like, wow, that went right
there
through
we
me.
go.
Well, in the morning,
Yeah.
I'm drinking coffee, but I'm also gonna hydrate with water. So absolutely, like I've got to pee.
I can't do water in the mornings. I'm simply incapable.
You should.
I should,
You
but
really
I can't.
should.
It's not. I have it, and I'm like, no, it's just not the time.
I do the water right after the coffee. A little bit of coffee. Okay, now I'm thirsty.
Mhm.
I'm a little dehydrated. Let me piss out all this stinky coffee.
Yeah, that's
Right.
fine. But
You know.
you should have water in the morning.
Of course you should.
I should have.
But instead,
water
let me
for
chug a medium cold brew. And I
Caffeine.
eat 16 ounces of the strongest coffee I can find.
Mhm.
And then at like 8 p.m., I'm going to be like, wow, I am thirsty and drink like 4 glasses of water.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I don't hydrate through the day. I hydrate a lot all at once. Or it's
Yeah.
like, man, I'm thirsty. And then it's like
Mhm.
down the hatch.
Galug, galug.
Yeah.
Gotta stay wet though.
Yes.
Okay.
I
It's
had
good advice.
a guy
Stay
that
wet.
came up to
Stay
me and was like,
hydrated.
you gotta be drinking like 5 liters of water every day, which is like just over a gallon of water. Gallon and a half, something like that.
We have liters.
Yeah, I know, but how much do you use them?
Well, those the
I
big
don't.
Coke and like the sodas, they come in 2-liter bottles.
Right.
So I can
Yes, that's
picture.
true. Okay, so that's universal. I thought that would have varied for some reason.
And the smaller ones are a liter, right? I think. No, that doesn't make sense. Those aren't quite a liter. Anyways, I know 2 liters.
So like what unit do you use for one of these guys?
That would be ounces, I think.
That's
Is
a
that
can.
a 12? Is that a 12 ounces?
One can. I
It's a
don't know, it
can.
doesn't have ounces on here.
Does it not?
Well,
What
not
is
for
this?
me. This is
Well, okay, a beer can that is sitting on my desk has 12, so
okay, cool.
12 ounces.
I
Yeah.
got 200 milliliters here.
Yeah, metric. 355.
Milliliters? No one uses milliliters.
It's sake. It's alcohol.
Right here.
I just pour.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't measure my wine.
That's fair.
I bought some coffee porters. I've talked about this before. The Vietnamese coffee ones.
That
I
sounds
bought some
good.
more. Yeah, it had been a minute since I bought any of it. I just got
Okay.
some. I enjoyed
You,
it.
you said coffee porter.
Mm-hmm.
So a beer.
Nice. Yeah.
Tell me this.
Make sure I heard that
Because
right.
my understanding of Vietnamese coffee, as I have experienced it, is that it's like a rich, dark roast, like espresso that they slow drip a sweet cream into. Is
Yep.
that sweet cream a part of this coffee porter? Is it sweet and creamy?
No, I don't think it's that sweet.
Okay. There's nothing weird. You don't have to like nice that one.
Nice.
Nice.
Mine's more of like the I can't quite. Is it literally just? I don't know. You making it sound like it's espresso and sweet cream, which I'm sure it isn't just that.
It's not. I mean, it's a really when you
Oh.
have it, it's just like a really rich, creamy and sweet coffee. And I don't really like creamy or sweet coffee, but because of Vietnamese coffee's like richness, it's really good. It is a whole fucking dessert though. That shit is heavy and
Mhm.
it is delicious.
And it'll wire you too. Like,
Ooh,
the
it's
caffeine
strong.
is strong.
That's what I want to hear.
It's good though. Vietnamese coffee is dope. It's
Bless
one of the
the
only
Vietnamese
sweet
coffee.
coffees I'll do.
Yeah, I'll take it black.
No, that's not how that works. That's not what it is.
I'm gonna need
Oh,
that.
sorry, 1
Oh.
second.
Black. Black.
He's tiny.
He's like huge for me.
Oh, his little soul food man?
Oh, I see. Yeah. Got
No, he's pretty big.
it.
I've met him.
I'm over here now.
I haven't.
He's quite tall.
He's very tall.
I've heard.
A lot of this.
Sorry, I've had a I had a walk-in. I didn't realize my door wasn't logged.
Damn, a walk-in.
Yeah.
People
take those
walk
at this
in
time
or
of
a
night?
dog walk in? I'm over here.
People. And in fact, the door
I'm
was left
recording a
open.
podcast in here.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Mom!
not right now. Not right now, thank you.
Now's a bad time for me.
Mhm.
Next time it happens, show them the screen and I'll square up.
I have it like really little and up by like the webcam now, so it's. I have
You
to,
gotta
like,
make me big. Say come
yeah.
inside, make them bigger.
Hold on, like,
Click me, and I'll square up.
yeah, there
My
you go. Now
webcam
you're
has
now
a
you're on screen.
mine has a light on it, so Patrick's walked into the background of my Zoom calls a couple times, and I'm just like, if the light's on, that's like that's my like I'm on camera. like
Just
like
We need a
picturing.
light outside of the
recording.
door.
I'm
Yeah,
picturing
live.
him walking into a Zoom call and him just being like,
Just like kind of digging around in the belly button in his underwear, and he's like,
no, I got him like squaring
Yeah.
up in the back, like, what?
oh, yeah. I figured he had a beer in his hand, and he's just like, yeah.
Chilling.
What are you
That's
doing?
good too.
Alex, what are you doing?
Alex, I need something.
Alex, where'd we put the remote?
Oh my god.
Alex!
Oh my, I heard that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it would have been preceded by some yelling. He's like, Alex!
Yeah, comes in first.
Alex!
Alex!
Huge thud for the door. Alex, where's all the damn beer?
Man,
I gotta do that.
yeah, just really claim the call for yourself.
No, please
Mine
don't.
now.
This is my,
My
job.
meeting now.
At least
Oh.
I'm usually muted, so
Yeah, you hit him with the, oh, you're working. Hi.
You gotta have the visuals too.
I just need my wife real quick. I just need, like, excuse me.
What are y'all? Y'all are in there?
can they
Hello?
see us?
How does that work? How was everyone's week? Get up to anything?
I worked.
Work.
I did a lot of that too.
A lot of work.
Bought a green screen today.
I'm seeing that. I didn't
I
know
got
if
a
I should
light.
bring it up or if you would.
It kind of brings itself up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
There it is.
Kind of an elephant in the room, ain't it?
Presenting.
But
It's
yeah,
blocking
that's
my
been fun.
beautiful framed record that we
It's blocking a
Oh.
lot. You have no idea what's back there.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, is this a way for you to just like leave shit over there? And I'm certain it is.
I'll never tell.
Oh yeah, I don't think we picked up the way we normally do.
No. I
Perfect.
said I'm gonna leave it up.
Why not block
Clothes,
it?
bed.
You
Done.
can still
Perfect.
see the suede skirt that I bought that's like 3 sizes too small, but it's still sick as shit. Either I'll work out and I'll fit in it eventually, or I'll sell it for good money. It's vintage.
There you
Mm,
go.
we love
It's funny.
vintage.
I was making some content with the green screen in a program, and I was like looking at myself while I was recording, and I realized like, wait, it's like I'm a weatherman. I'm in Ableton right now. I'm just like pointing
Wow.
at things like, ooh,
And
it's
you
gonna
were
be a lot of
so
fun.
perfectly placed in the screenshot you sent too. It looked like there's
You
just a
would
column of like blank, and then there's just you in it.
well, so okay, so I blanked those columns out. I like color matched them and blocked them out so that when I put this out, people don't know my plugins or my exact maneuvers because I'm a
Ah.
dickhead. But I figured, okay, well, I've got these big empty spaces. Well, how do I fill those? Me, me.
That's
And
the
then
Perfect.
I literally
backup
I decided
segment.
me, and I stood up and I went to the camera store and I bought a green screen. Like it was just like me.
I'm going.
It's gonna be me.
It's gotta be
Just
me.
like
I'll be back, guys. Hang on.
I'm out. I'm out.
Wait, did you do the like you're walking downstairs thing? Like, oh, here we go.
I did. I've got a take where I like start the video and I step onto the screen. I'm like, oh hey, I didn't see you there. We're in Ableton.
Oh, hey.
uh,
It's so stupid. I
You
love
wear
it.
like a little like safari hat and be like, "Where am I?
Is this Ableton
Am
Live?
I in
Crikey.
Ableton?"
Like come cutting through with a machete.
I need a spare green screen so I can rip it open.
Yeah,
my
like
God.
John Cena. Like, oh,
But when I push through it, there's another green screen behind it, so it's still.
it's
What you need
uh,
is like paper, like green paper that you can
yeah. Man, I saw some rolls of that at the store. We might have to.
buy
We might have to do a
giant
bit.
rolls of it.
You really don't need to spend money on.
But I wanna.
That'll be great. Once
I sure
once we start
wanna.
making money on the content, invest in those bits.
Yes.
For real, the money
That's-
goes right back into bits.
It's like you remember the foosball episode of Community?
Yeah, yeah.
And they're
Not
carrying
immediately.
it's the one where Shirley and Jeff team up against the like Swedish dudes and have to beat them so they stop playing foosball obnoxiously.
Okay.
And
Anyway,
there's the like little anime section where they're like, "Wow!"
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
the
You said the right
anime,
words.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
remember the anime shit.
That's
Yeah.
the bit, yeah.
But Nick Kroll is the one of the dudes, and what they're carrying around this soccer ball, and like they're talking about how they're gonna like smoke some people on foosball, and he puts his arms over the other two dudes and drops the soccer ball and uses both feet to kick it like a foosball dude, and he's like Jeff after the whole thing is over is like, is that the only reason they had that soccer ball? Like, were they carrying that around just for that bit? He's like, this is like a $30 bit, and it's not even that good.
no, that's a great bit.
Perfect.
That's a great bit. Yeah.
It's very on brand.
Worth every penny.
Uh,
Perfect show.
Excuse me for a sec.
I don't know about
Oh, he's going.
perfect.
For 3 seasons, at least.
Mm.
Was
Yeah,
perfect
I
for
would
a
say
moment.
pretty dang good for a
Mhm.
little while. That's about it. But we got the back of the chair.
Oh.
Ooh, turn around, chair.
Ooh.
Ooh, throw it back.
Just looking
Yes,
back.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yes, bitch. Throw
Talking
it
about
back, chair.
We never get to see the back of your chair.
I'd turn off back a chair.
Man, I don't know if I ever see it throw it back like that.
Hey.
Now he's
Damn,
looking
look back at it. God damn.
Hey.
God damn. How's your week, Remy?
It's been going well. My brother is visiting from out of town. Came in to look at some cars. Like he's been shopping
Typical.
around for yeah. It's like, oh, okay.
What does he want a lowrider? He's out in Houston to get the lowrider.
No, not a lowrider.
I
He
need
was
the
looking at some.
slab.
He was looking at some muscle car out in like the next town over. And then there was also actually a car out in Austin. He was looking at going out to check out.
Oh, really? Where? I
A
might
Tesla?
know it.
Oh, it's on the south side of town.
Okay.
No, so he's just been in town for that, so I've been hanging out with him.
Solid.
And yeah, getting
Nice.
some quality time in with my big brother. My big
Big bro.
brother.
Brother.
Seto.
There it is. I was waiting. I was waiting for it.
I'd be wrong to let it go.
It's true.
I would be in the wrong.
Ty's
to delete the
already in the
episode.
comments.
Yeah.
Mokuba. He does a good Seto. And not that he does a good impression of Seto, but he does a good Seto. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't get this misconstrued. Your Seto impression, pretty mids.
Sorry, I just
If
don't
you're on a
see
good
you-
day.
I just don't see you as a Seto.
Big
just-
Mokuba energy.
You just don't have me sold on the Seto, Like, I don't believe you're him.
He couldn't be mean enough to be Seto. He doesn't have it. Is just not.
I just don't see you summoning Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't see
And would Seto really do that, do you think?
it.
Though Seto did make a card of himself, and Ty would make a card of himself.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So connections exist.
It's just like a Seto card. Like he just is up. Like it summons him,
It's
and he's
Kaiba Man.
Kaiba
The
Man.
card is
okay.
Kaiba Man, and it essentially lets you get a Blue Eyes into your hand from your deck
Oh.
immediately.
Okay, I thought it was
Um,
just like a
I have-
Kaiba that pops out and talks a bunch of shit. Like,
No,
It's he just
I
designed a
have my
card
card
around
now.
himself to let him get Blue Eyes out of his deck.
okay,
It's
what a perfect. What?
it's essentially
That's
like
so
drawing a
fucked up.
card
You
that
can
has
just-
Ty on it.
You can
you
just
know?
make cards that. You can just make cards that let you pull your best cards out. That's such a
Yep.
fucking.
When you own the
broken
company that
rule.
makes the game, like Seto
I
Kaiba
guess
does,
so.
You
who's
build
gonna tell you
around
no?
your strength was just this huge dragon.
This is the same man who put
Big
Dex
stonking.
onto a rocket, launched it into space, and said, "If there is intelligent life out there, let's teach them how to duel." He's gonna do what he wants.
Love him.
And he was so right to say that.
Oh yeah, no, he was never in the wrong. never. Damn, let's play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'd like to play some Yu-Gi-Oh.
I
I
think
only
I've-
ever watch you play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I think I've heard some horror stories of you playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, where it became like everyone started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and then you, Patrick, were like just like next level playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
I was playing a lot of Duel Links.
Well, that's how,
Oh.
like, I think that's more a story of me falling behind, unless someone else was playing with us, and which
I
is the
was-
story of most games. With
Unless y'all played more recently, I remember playing
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Oh
Did
yeah,
I think
you?
we were all in the
Yeah.
same moment.
I invested,
Okay.
well, not real invested, but like I put the like free resources you get into like a particular deck that turned out pretty well.
Yes.
Mhm. But
Same, I went all Kaiba.
Yeah, I went Fishman. I was.
I remember that.
Oh shoot, I don't. I
That
can't
was a
remember
brutal
what-
deck when you got going.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called. Oh yeah, it was just like it was gross how it worked.
We played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh when you came into town.
Yeah,
That's what the people don't know. We played a shitload of Yu-Gi-Oh because our roommate owns several decks. So we were like, "Fuck it!
just made decks.
All right, I'm grabbing this deck. You get this deck. After that round, okay, I'm changing to this deck. You change to that deck. Let's go again,
We
over and over and over."
we playing the illegal decks was pretty fun, but
That was fun.
or it could be There's-
Or but that 2-hour game just to try to get fucking Exodia in my hand
yeah, let's try to
was not fun. Was not fun.
that's still one of my favorite Twitch clips of all time. Is this guy on like turn 4 getting hit by an Exodia against
That's
an
such
AI?
bullshit.
Mhm, mhm.
That's so
that's
fucked up.
He was
That
so angry. It was so funny.
I'd be upset.
Yeah.
It's such a bullshit deck. It's a reason it's illegal.
Yeah.
There's a
It'd
reason.
also be, I'd probably be dying laughing if it were me. Just like, what are
Yeah.
the fucking odds, dude?
To some
guess
degree,
it's
you have to
over.
appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god, Exodia!
If I'm
Why
not
did I
mistaken,
put?
go ahead.
I was gonna say, why did I put my deck on the line?
Yeah.
Shit.
my grandfather's cards.
I'm pretty sure it's like
Grandpa's in
the
his fridge,
only.
"No."
It's like I think it's only one part of Exodia is banned. Like they only banned the one of the 5, so the other 5 or the other 4 are just like useless.
Interesting.
What?
I think.
I'm not
I'd
familiar
have
with
to
the
fact check that.
technicalities of the ban.
Yeah.
I'm There were
I know
there
that
were
those
cards that were
change
tied
often.
to it. Yeah. Well, there were
Hmm.
cards that were tied to it that like you could feasibly build some sort of deck around. You know that isn't just like get
Win.
Exodia out. Yeah.
They might even just like canceled the win condition in like tournament play. I don't know,
Mhm.
but
I think for the most part they just like ban cards. Cuz like you can't
Yeah.
just like print new ones. You can't patch it out, you know. I guess you could print new ones, but
you could.
And then
I think
ban
it's
the
been
old
done because
ones.
they've got. There's actually one that we ran into. We were dueling. I was on an older deck. Remy was on a newer one, and or no, it's the other way around. Because he had like Monster Reborn, and it was able to like pull some shit out of my graveyard. It was super fucked up, and I had an edited version of the exact same card that did not enable that.
oh, okay.
So I guess they can.
The rebalancing.
Oh, Monster Reborn and there's Monster Resurrection or
Some shit like that.
yeah, because I know I have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards laying around, and I noted the differences. One of them is hard banned. Monster Reborn is hard banned, and then Monster Resurrection. I think you're only allowed to run like one copy or something. I don't know. I'd have to double check. There was a time when I knew a lot of the banned cards, but I don't anymore.
And I didn't realize you were deep in the game.
I'm not. It was a very limited run that was like maybe 3 weeks long. And then my friends were like, here's XYZ cards. And then I stopped.
No, thank you.
Yeah. My friend was like, here's this deck, and there's nothing you can do. It's also not banned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I pulled up a list of like the top like TCG, just by sales primarily. It looks like Yu-Gi-Oh still holds out at like number 3. You know, still going.
Pokemon
The heart of the cards never
and
dies.
Magic?
Yeah, those are the top 2, and they kind of trade depending on the exact metric you're using.
Yeah, like cards sold or value
or just like there's like different categories here that like the language on them is like top 10 collectible games and in parentheses hobby channel, and then top 5 collectible games overall, and they like trade spots. So like Magic and Pokemon are like the top 2, followed by Yu-Gi-Oh, like consistently Yu-Gi-Oh.
Neat.
Go Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, still going strong, I guess, in the grand scheme of things.
Way to go, Yug.
Yugi, go!
Anybody have anything else?
Alex, how was your week?
My week was good. I think also lots of work and lots of drawing. I just been work, and then I grab the iPad and I go in the room. I'm just like, my hand hurts today. It was hurting last night, and like holding pens kind of hurts like in this part of my hand. So I need to like take a night off. But yeah, so I've just been facing the iPad.
Been in training.
I'm practicing. I'm doing a lot of, I'm like shading something, and I'm like, I don't like any of this. I'll erase the whole thing or start a new layer and hide that old one, and then like totally reshaded it. That like point down that I posted, I think I reshaded like 3 different times. I'm just like, nope, not that. Nope, not that. Like once it all starts to come together. So, I'm just trying more and more things till I get it right. So that's what I've been working on mostly.
Good shit.
Katie sent an article earlier about how reportedly the next Donkey Kong game is being produced by the team that made Super Mario Odyssey. And I'm amped.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's interesting.
I gotta say.
It'll be
That's
the
really
first if it is 3D, which I would assume so, based on it being the same dev team. We haven't had a 3D Donkey Kong in a while.
What, since 64?
Yeah, is it
I
that? Is it
think
since
it might
64?
be, which is
Man,
crazy.
I hope it lives up to 64 because what a game,
Oh, I know. We got the DK rap, dude. How are you gonna beat that?
right?
You
Come
have to
on.
have some sort of like next level. Well, Donkey Kong games do have really good soundtracks, but the DK rap. Yeah, I'm amped.
Timeless.
I don't know
I
what
remember.
to expect from that, but yeah.
So what does like my only experience like playing or watching Donkey Kong is with the original. What does a not original Donkey Kong game look like? Is it still that sort of like try to get to the top kind of vibe? Like
No.
what happens?
Donkey Kong 64 was essentially another Banjo Kazooie game.
Okay.
It was
Made by the
made by
same people
Rare
in the
too,
same
yeah.
era.
Is
And
that
it
a
handled
3D
him
platformer?
Yeah,
3D
3D
platformer, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Did
Which
it?
is what
You would
like the
collect golden
64
bananas out in the world. And
Okay.
That's what like was the 64 was really known for, was like the 3D platformer.
Mhm.
And that was kind of like the 3D platformer didn't persist very much beyond the 64.
that was a moment.
hmm
I think it's
Big
just
moment.
it's definitely taken like different shapes, I think, than like what a traditional platformer would be. Because I've seen a lot of games that are described as platformers where I'm like, I guess so. But like when I think of platformers, I guess it's more of a me issue where it's like I think of 2D games almost
Yeah.
every time for 3D platformers or for platformers in general. Like N60
Mm-hmm.
like for like Mario 64 to me, I don't know why, because it is a platformer at what it is, but it's like it's not going to be one of the top games that pops into my head when I think of platformers.
It's like the complete opposite
Yeah,
of how I feel about it. But I'm very
really.
much a child of the 64.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm,
I hear platformer and I go Banjo, DK,
mhm.
Mario 64. That's like the first things that hit my head.
I'm very much a 2D platformer camp. That was the bulk of my experience.
hmm Well, like, but like that the 3D platformer. I mean, it really started with the 64 and it ended with like some early PS2 titles. Um,
Yeah.
People wanted more out of like a game than just like that 3D platformer experience. So they like took that kind of gameplay and they had to add stuff to it, and so that's how we ended up with like shooters and elements like that, and and then that's what people enjoyed about them. So it became less about the platforming and more about like
Mhm,
shooting whatever, right? At least that's how I perceive it.
mhm.
Yeah, it's like platforming was like this core mechanic that's like, okay, well, we did a bunch of games based on that. Now
Mhm.
we expect to see it everywhere, but not focused on. Like, it's just kind of a standard. Like,
Yeah, I should be able to move around like that because you can do that, but now I need more from it.
Yeah, I think it's hard to push in the platforming space right now, just because I think the big push for it initially was like we need we really only have moving in games. That's what we that's what games
Yeah,
are right now, is moving. So let's make moving
moving,
interesting.
avoiding, yeah,
Yeah.
navigating, yeah.
And now it's like, okay, that's every game you play. Um plus a bunch of other things. So like it's tough to make like a new platformer where you're like, oh, like this is like, you know, there's not gonna be a big breakthrough in platforming, I don't think. This is the small brain me, some, next level
except for
developer
every
is gonna
time
get
Mario
something.
steps out.
But it's not even like it's like, oh, this is good. Yeah. It's not there's
That's what
never
we
like
want.
some yeah,
I mean,
it's always a
Mario
good
Odyssey
platform.
kind of changed the game as far as platformers, right? Like, I mean, it added a lot of mechanics you've never seen in other games, right? Like all the stuff your fucking hat and shit can do. I mean, I guess it's a little sunshiny. I haven't played a lot of So
mean,
maybe
like
I'm out of
assuming
pocket.
other forms in a platformer, which is kind of what like I think you're referring to as far as the hack goes, has been a common element. It just wasn't flavored that way. But I do agree. Like Odyssey, the way you can navigate as Mario yourself, and all the ways you can like catch
Mobility.
momentum,
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff. That's a natural evolution from like Super Mario Galaxy. So I'm with Pat when he said like when Mario comes around, it's worth taking notice on, and it's usually interesting. Usually, not all the time. Sometimes they take it safe, but like still good, right?
Yeah.
But
They're always just building on the same concept, so it makes it strong. It's just like,
yeah,
okay, we added another layer, and then another layer, and another layer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's,
Yeah,
there's no big
remastered it.
jumps though, right? Which I guess
Yeah.
is
Except for
guess what
literally, there's some very big jumps.
quite literally large jumps, long jumps, even.
Mhm.
Double
Extremely long jumps.
Yes.
No, I think it's interesting that they took like some of the movement mechanics of Odyssey and put it into what's the re-released one on the Switch? It's
Bowser's Fury.
yeah, the
3D
Bowser's
World?
Fury. But yeah,
Oh.
like the original game was like the
3D
base game
World.
was originally on 3D World. There it is. Yeah,
Mhm.
they like added a lot of like the movement mechanics of Odyssey into 3D World because like yeah, of course. Those felt great. Those work.
Why wouldn't you?
I now
Well, in
expect
3D
that.
World was
Yeah,
kind of boring.
yeah, and that's why
Was.
when I made the like exception to like it doesn't always like break the mold. It's still a
Mhm.
solid game, but it
fine.
didn't they weren't like pushing in some new direction like they've done with I mean obviously 64, but then Sunshine and Galaxy and then now Odyssey.
Yeah, nothing will ever beat that push into 3D. There, we will never have that again.
Yeah, but that's like how we can keep improving graphics, but like you're gonna notice it less and less. Like eventually, there's only so many more triangles you can add to what you're looking at.
I'm looking at you,
You'll
Nier.
wedge so many
Okay?
triangles in there.
You hear about you? I'm certain you've heard about Nier and 2B, the number of polygons that have gone into the character 2B.
I had not heard that tidbit about it.
No,
Let me find the
Mm.
number.
Was
please.
was Nier recently re-released? Is that why like people are playing it, talking about it?
Or there was a
It-
patch. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of resurgence in Nier
Does feel that
like
way.
being part of the conversation, right? Like I know multiple people that have like been playing it recently, even if they like played it before, and I don't know. I'm wondering why. Maybe they're gearing up for
What's
another
the
game.
reason for the season?
Maybe they're gearing up for a new title, and people are interested in playing the old one again as a
You're
result.
nearing up for a new title.
Yeah, gearing and nearing.
Okay. So, I think I've found it.
Okay.
Let it off.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Oh shit. Let's near it.
Yeah, right?
Out of pocket.
If I okay, no, this number is wrong because this is for the whole character. But there's a specific body part that 2B has many polygons packed into.
Oh yeah.
Is
Which
it easy to guess?
hmm?
Is it easy to guess?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Can I maybe take one of the numbers and multiply it by 2?
A body part?
I mean,
Could they qualify
it
as
two body
that
parts?
you could still mean two different things, but which one are
You're
you
not
thinking
wrong,
of?
but you know where I'm going.
Say it.
Booba.
Wrong.
No
What?
way.
cheeks.
The booty.
It is. It
That's
was
an anime
It's got the
shocker.
upskirt.
booty.
Yeah, it's that's like the point
I guess
of
that whole game
right?
isn't. I haven't played it.
That whole game is an upskirt.
It's just one big
It's just
upskirt.
that's what I associate that game with. It's just an
Mhm.
upskirt.
Well, the
Yeah,
dev,
you know what?
the dev was
Now that I
like,
hear it.
Dev's an ass man. That's unusual.
he said, no, like on Twitter, he's like, make more Rule 34. Do it.
You sicko.
Okay,
You can't-
so
you can't
let's
shame
put
that
this.
man.
Let's put
You
this
can't
in.
shame that person.
So 2B's ass has more polygons than all of Ocarina of Time.
That sounds about right. I mean, let's face it.
The
Link
whole
had
game.
6
Gonna have to
polygons in
go-
that game.
To go Google her ass.
That's a clap from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google her ass too.
Booby butt. I just
2B,
Googled.
2 booty.
There's an Instagram called @2butt, and it's 2B's butt is the name of it.
Yes.
I'm already there.
Yeah, I'm gonna click on it. Oh, it's
that's a
just
real person.
cosplay. It's cosplay girls. Yep, those are human butts.
She got ass out
I
though.
found an account that's just that documented all the feet in Monster Hunter. Like just
Yeah.
every
Oh,
foot. out
Capcom
there.
on the foot thing.
This individual is. I don't know that Capcom is. I mean, there's a photo mode and there's feet everywhere, so you can put the two together.
Damn, she really got ass out in this game.
Yeah.
Damn, it's really out there. Wow, I did not know that about this game.
You didn't?
I
Okay,
had
so
not taken in any content about this because why would I? But
Chris played
here we
it.
go.
It's like in front of us.
I know
I
that's
feel like we were
usually
there.
when I don't take things in.
Wait a minute. Google search just informed me that dark mode is now available. What?
Oh yeah.
Did that just like how long have I been missing this?
What,
Hold
Google
on.
search dark mode?
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
asked, does 2B actually have 300,000 polygons on her rear? And the top comment is, if you have doubts, count them yourself.
You can't. They're too smooth.
So that Ocarina fact was false, but she has
Aw.
1,200 polygons for her ass only.
Okay. Which is probably more than there is in like a single character in Ocarina of Time.
Yes, Link makes up 1/3 of her ass. If you want to think
Damn.
of it that way.
You can practically see her booty hole in this game. Good lord.
I
No,
had no
no.
particular inclination to do that, but I guess
There's a
He
tweet.
says as I watch a white screen pop up immediately in front of him.
yeah.
It's-
I
I'm like, this is wild. This game is wild.
It's
Not
ass.
that I want to see that.
I will share my screen. I am looking right now.
Please
Well, I've
don't.
got
It's going
an
on.
ass
YouTube.
up on my screen right now. But this person says people believe 2B has a modeled butthole in Nier Automata. The picture being referenced is Photoshop, no butthole. So
Okay, cool. I mean,
there's no butthole.
cool.
Cool.
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
So who photoshopped it and what's their account?
Yeah.
And where can I find more?
So I can report them.
The wireframe is such a fascinating photo.
Oh
Oh,
my
let me
god,
see.
wait. No, it obviously in the related search, if you just look below, it's the picture. But yeah.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Wow.
Did
Somehow.
it doesn't show anything, but I'm not gonna describe it. I'm not
Who would
gonna describe
win?
it.
The polygons in 2B's ass or the entirety of Ocarina of Time's polygons?
Such a good question.
That's a great question. Wow. Well, I really learned something. My brain has creased today. That is something
Yeah.
else.
There you go.
My
That is
brain
something
has-
else. Thank you for that.
It's fascinating.
In seeing this butt, my brain has creased today.
I learned something.
One
As did
more
I.
butt crack for my brain.
It needed it. There's still
Log
there's
it.
still room. We could add more.
Ample storage.
Tons of storage. Most of the storage in my brain.
Put to good use.
I think so. I think so.
Do you know who they belong to? Can you like pull it up? You know? If someone was like, hey, what about this one? Or is it just like a sea of ass cracks?
I mean, maybe in a handful of rare cases, I could be like, I know that one, but
Okay.
no, not often.
Cool. Good answer.
Yeah.
You know, just keep
You said yes
Keeps in it
after you
real.
said most of your brain storage is made up of that, and you were like, yeah, I
Yeah.
know I can put names to every single one. I'd be like,
I could probably pick your ass out of a lineup, but I've never even seen it. I'd be like,
Probably.
that's Gibb ass.
Probably true.
I can tell an ass anywhere.
I do tend to look at everybody's, like every single person I meet, they get a butt check.
Yeah.
Everybody, every single person. So I will know, Gibb.
There's not a whole lot to look at over here.
Like I don't envision it that way. Like all the the Hank Hill memes, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah.
Solid.
I know.
Seems right.
Someone, my like third day of work, the assistant store manager is like, "Hey man," I was like, "Hey." He goes, "So, what's your opinion on having fingers in your butt?" I was like,
Fingers
"No,
in my butt or my fingers in a butt?
no, your butt."
Fingers in your butt.
Okay, yeah.
I was like,
And what did you tell him?
I said no. It's like
It's a no-go.
I'm done.
To
And then
both
no,
or
well, he only asked me one.
Okay. Okay.
And then the
This is a
store
new
manager is
question,
like,
Bingo.
the store manager is like, "Have you tried it?" And I was like, "No, I don't want
Oh,
to."
man.
And she's like, "You'd like it." And I was like,
You'd like it.
I
"What?"
have it on good authority.
she's
that
right.
You might like it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And both-
I've really only heard positive experiences. I'll say that much.
Would you tell someone about a bad experience though?
The people that have told me about the good experiences I trust would probably tell me about a bad one.
Right, but do you think you only hear about the good ones? Like, are people going around saying don't take fingers up your butt? You know?
I feel like
I mean,
it's pretty generally like shamed. I feel like that one's a taboo one. I think
Really, I feel like that one is
Socially?
pretty popularized these days.
Yeah,
people
I
of our
think
generation, I guess. But when Kanye got exposed for like getting a finger in the butt, everyone was like, haha, stupid.
Well,
that's
people
like,
just Kanye, anything could come out about him, and people be like, "Oh, how stupid!" It's just
also
is what it is.
sadly the hip hop community has taken a while to be more accepting of it.
They're a little slow.
On
to
a
think.
few different things. Yeah,
On a
we're
few
a little
different
behind.
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me. Sorry.
Speaking
So
real quick
what's your
of
stance?
the,
Do you like a finger in the butt or what?
I haven't tried it, and
Oh,
I
I
don't
do wanna
want
talk
to.
about
Okay. Wait, but what you said after, like, I'm starting to think you wouldn't tell us if you had.
Had a bad experience.
True.
If you guys
Or you
asked, I
said
would
that if
100% come forward with
Okay,
it. But I wouldn't
okay.
be going around like I feel like
you
the
wouldn't
people.
open the conversation about
Yeah.
it, would you? Yeah,
I
okay.
feel like if you had a positive experience, you'd be the one being like, "Hey man, have you
Yeah.
ever tried taking a finger in the ass?" Like, but if
Just
but
give it a
if you hated it, you'd be like, "I don't want to talk about this." You know?
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
If you ever taken a finger in the ass,
Dude, you gotta try it, bro.
Bro, you seem stressed. Let me talk to you about something.
You seem stressed, bro.
Oh no.
Uh,
Whoa, we gotta put a big old like content warning on this episode.
oh yeah, this one's not for kids. None of them are. I always say they're not for kids.
yeah, to
It's
always
very
say they're
decidedly not for kids.
Never, yeah, never. Man, you haven't been working there super long either. That's pretty that's right off the cuff. There's
Yeah, like
hey,
third day.
new guy,
Yeah.
butthole. Anything go in it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shortly after the did you ever have a slut phase? They were just
Yeah.
opened with some real hard
Wow, a
headers.
no and a
I
no.
love it.
You-
Yeah,
Coming off kind of prude, Gibb.
I know.
I thought Canada was a more forward-thinking place.
Open-minded.
Yeah, it's we draw the line at buttholes.
We don't down here.
Right.
This is the dirty South.
The dirty South.
Well, is it just
Uh,
me? Are we gonna do we wanna anyone else wanna weigh in on this?
I'm not weighing in on this.
Okay.
Neither myself nor Alex do, but Remy. Let's put a spotlight on you there,
Yeah.
Space Explorer.
I
Space Cow.
I actually haven't tried it.
Oh, okay.
Would you?
Yeah, in all honesty, probably.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, if it came up.
I
Try
don't.
anything
Well, no, it's
once.
like I don't know that I won't like it. But I don't know that I would.
I know you for a
I can't-
trier at least.
I can't really say. Yeah, I would. If my partner was like, let me try something real quick. I'd be like, what are you gonna do?
They walk in there just
Yeah,
like,
you can't.
What are you gonna do?
You can't just be like, let me try this. I feel like you gotta be like, this is what's going to happen. You can't be like, here it comes.
or maybe you're just like in the
Surprise.
middle of doing some work and then you're like,
Whoa!
ooh,
Oh!
what's that?
Wait, no! I didn't say stop.
Yo!
It's either
Just
"Ooh,"
surprise, just
or
surprise.
"Ooh."
Good. It's good.
Episode 14 is just really, really hitting hard.
We're getting lost in the sauce.
Yes. Yeah. We somehow got from Donkey Kong to fingering buttholes.
A
Yeah.
finger popping assholes. It just
Well,
is.
and the near automata butt.
Yep.
What am I gonna do for the thumbnail this week?
But Donkey Kong.
Just all of us with huge
No,
donks.
but Donkey
It's
Kong.
gonna be
But
Donkey
Donkey
Kong
Kong.
looking back
But
at
Donkey
it.
Kong, dude.
But Donkey Kong.
But Donkey Kong.
It's like how
That's done.
you've seen those screen caps of him from the Donkey Kong show where he's just got like the huge ass.
He's bug-eyed too. like-
Double cheeked up.
Yeah. It's Badonkey Kong, and it's all of us looking back.
Perfect. All of us looking back. Okay.
Hey, and Remy looked back at us earlier.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh,
He did exactly. That was the
Wow.
point. That's why
We could have his chair with a big ass donk.
Yeah, booty chair. Okay, we don't have to brainstorm.
We're so good at this.
On the podcast.
Look, it's a loose one, you know?
It
We're
is,
hanging
yeah,
a little
no,
loose.
off the cuff, dude.
not.
Hanging a little loose today.
We're hanging a little loose after all of that finger play.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be wrong not to just really go for it at this point, you know, with the hanging loose.
Why wouldn't we?
So what music
Oh,
is
where
everyone
do-
listening to?
You know, that's great. I do have something I'd like to talk about here. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Smooth segue.
As you all know, speaking of buttholes, DJ Khaled
Yeah.
was bested this week in his debut week on his new album Khaled by Gojira,
Khaled.
Yes.
which is fucking hilarious. Because in 2019 he bugged out when he got beaten by Igor. There's no way he's not fuming after getting bested by some band he's never heard of. He was
Better
acting
music.
like Tyler the Creator was making. He said numerous times that he didn't understand all this mysterious music
You
because
fucking
Igor was
idiot.
mysterious to him.
Igor was?
Yes,
Yeah, well, you did
it was
the most
mysterious.
DJ Khaled makes the most canned music available.
Yeah, yeah.
It is what will play the longest and loudest.
Okay,
And
but
then you put the biggest names in it. So and I'm not saying it's always bad because Wild Thoughts is a banger. But you know, for the most part, it is bad. It's not good. He makes shit music.
For what it's worth, that song, I do like it, but the
It's
sample, while the sample is good, it's really, really poorly used.
It is.
So
It really is.
it's kind of a bad song too. But it's still the sample's so good. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, Santana, yeah.
all
And
I
Rihanna.
have to say to it is that like yeah, he does, make that kind of music, but like I would expect him to at least still like not be like, I don't understand this mysterious music or whatever the actual quote is. Like really,
He
you
said,
don't like, I understand you don't make it, but you quote unquote don't understand it. Like
He's
He
dumb as
said-
rocks.
he is.
he was like, it's this video he took. He's like in the back of his whatever supercar. He's got his open shirt rocked open, and he's Like I make real music. You know, music that you actually hear. You know, music when you go to the club, they're playing it.
Okay.
You know, when you go to the gym, they're playing it. When you go to the mall, they're playing it. Not all this mysterious shit. And that's essentially the quote.
Oh, okay. I was just like, what do you mean you don't? All right. Well, I mean,
artistic music.
he's always been such a fascinating figure to me.
He's a weird one.
He's interesting, and I've fluctuated on him, but mostly I land on like I don't think much of it is an act, so it's less and less funny.
No.
Like at first it was like maybe he's just very self-aware and like it's a good play, like good for
I
him.
think he's
Like
self-aware.
really
I think
killing it
he knows exactly what he does.
to a degree, but I think a
To
lot
an
of it is
extreme
just
degree.
like being stupid. I think a lot of it is just
No.
like him just like I mean
No.
you think he knows everything that he's doing. You think he's like totally aware of it. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it.
He's got a massive company that puts out music
Yeah.
with the biggest names on a consistent schedule. He drops at least every 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think you achieve that level.
He knows
of
exactly what he's doing.
success without. I mean, he could be kind of like.
He might be dopey.
He,
But-
You can be smart in other ways.
He's a good
I'm just
businessman at the
saying,
end of the
like,
day, regardless.
him
Like
talking. Yeah.
he's got an
So, like-
extremely profitable music. So
Yeah,
Well, of
like
course.
just looking at his top stories. Yeah, I think he meant to put post a twerk video during Ramadan. That tracks. That's the DJ Khaled I'm familiar with.
what he does.
I
So you think
don't.
he did the mysterious music on purpose? That like made
think-
that stink?
I think he doesn't words
was-
good.
I think what it was is he's mad because he does make music to be number one. The formula of these albums that he puts out are supposed to be the most streamed, the most bought, the most played. And when he doesn't
the
get
best
that,
music.
we the best, not we the second best. So he's got a brand to protect there. So he bugged out a little bit and probably didn't think too much about what he was going to say about Tyler's album that he wanted to poo-poo, but like everyone loved. So he's like, oh, but this is too mysterious. I make party music, not this mysterious shit. It just wasn't,
Right.
he's just defending his party music.
Mhm.
And I hope that he does some wild shit again now that he's gotten beaten by fucking Gojira, which by the way, to the boys, well played.
Against
Extremely
all
well
the
played.
odds.
That made I read that and I went,
Yeah.
How? Good for them. Fantastic. And like a
Right.
great sign for the state of metal. Like
Yes.
that's awesome. There's no bad thing to say about that.
Yeah.
I need to listen to that album.
Me too.
I've got it pulled up, but I haven't listened.
I don't think DJ Khaled meant to leak his credit card that one time though.
Oh my god.
No, that's
Yeah. Oh, I don't
Probably
think he
not.
meant. I don't think he meant to get lost on a jet ski.
That's what I was thinking. Just like I don't know. I think he might be an idiot.
in some ways, sure, but like he's like when you're that wealthy and you don't have to think about much, you probably go out on a jet ski one time from your mansion out on the coast of Florida, and you go, "Shit, I went kind of far.
I took canals. I didn't know.
I don't know where I went, bro."
I
That sounds like some shit I
he-
would end up doing.
was just
He-
feeling the wind.
And he at least had the
Go
forethought
with
to be
it.
like, "I'm gonna pull out my Snapchat and go viral as a bitch."
That was pretty good. That's pretty
When he
good.
was out there in the dark and he's like, "The key is to not lose hope. The key is to make it." And it's the video is pitch black with just a key emoji in the center. That's high art. That's high art.
Beautiful. It is beautiful. It's perfect. It's some like Dax Flame shit. It's just
It
like
kind of is. You don't know. It's like the mystery. Is he serious? Is this
Did he
real? Is
do
this an
this on
act? I can't
purpose?
fucking tell.
Yeah.
Damn, we got to get Dax on the podcast
Oh my god. We would
And
love Dax
DJ
on the
Khaled.
podcast. Not that.
at the same
No,
time.
I want him there. I
that,
want him
that would
here.
that'd be pretty cool.
We get
I
mad
think we
traffic.
could, we could aim to pull Dax. That probably wouldn't be very hard. DJ Khaled, we might have to
We'll
get some
work our
numbers up.
way. We'll work our way up to it.
I think we could get there.
Oh yeah, I have to shoot my shot on Twitter. I thought about it on my way home this morning. Remember that
Shoot a
screenshot I
shot.
sent you guys? And it was like shared audiences, and then it was like Remy,
Which one?
Alex, Ty, and then it was like less than 1% Ludwig.
Check that audience, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, you see where this is going.
I do. I
Watch
know exactly where this is
Ludwig.
going. I
We
did
should
click his
collab
stream a couple
sometime.
times. Hey man, we got a bit of crossover. I don't know if you want to maybe hit the collabo. I could send you some shit. Send me some shit.
We could stream together sometime, you know?
You want to co-stream, dude?
Let's play chess.
Don't be on
you
my
know.
podcast.
Worst cases, I get ignored, right?
Yeah.
No, worst case is he messages you back and says, "Don't you ever message me again, you little shit."
Hey,
Which is unlikely to
No,
happen,
then
but
you
that would be worse.
screenshot it and then you post it. That's gold right there.
Clout move.
Now you've got beef with Ludwig.
Oh, can we beef with Ludwig, please?
yeah. He's
I
beefing
don't know
with a
if that's
bunch of people right now. I forget
Is he
who.
really?
I was just about to say it's probably hard to beef with him. What do you beef about?
No, I think
Yeah,
it's
what
Bro,
all,
your streams are too long.
I think it's all a front for like
Mm.
it's all like let's have beef.
Let's beef.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you
Loud beef.
Let's Texas beef.
yeah,
I don't want
exactly.
that fake vegan mock beef.
Yeah.
I want some real
Beyond beef.
steak on the grill.
Yeah.
Beef.
What?
I want him
That
to
was-
fight somebody. I want him to box Logan Paul.
Oh my god.
It was like there were 3 vocal YouTubers that were just they were having a big ol' circle jerk about all having beef about them. And it was like they were posting reactions to the other person's video and they'd all be reacting like 4 layers deep. Like
Sounds like a bit.
oh, it was fantastic.
Good bit though. Fake
Yeah.
beef. It's proven. It works.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Time and time again. The shit just works.
Mhm. Alex, what are you listening to?
I listened to the rest of the Miley Cyrus album.
Mm.
And I'll say it's a good 50-50. I think she's closer than ever to finding good vibes. She's got a song on there with Billy Idol, and it kind of goes hard. That's pretty sick. Good call on her part getting Billy on that. There's a couple other songs that are really good. And then she misses really hard on a few songs. You know, she doesn't lean into the vibes. And I think if you're gonna make an album with such intense vibes, you need to lean into them on every song. And she didn't really do that. So it's okay. It's worth a listen. I would say at least the Billy Idol song. Y'all should check it out.
I will.
Okay.
You should. There's just some
Right.
big little growls in it. It's pretty great.
Billy Idol.
Yes.
Couple of rebel yells.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Wow.
He did White Wedding, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He did do White Wedding.
And
Did a couple more.
is Personal Jesus, or is that
No, that's Depeche Mode.
Wow, that's not even a little bit the
I mean, he did. Billy Idol did Rebel Yell. So I mean,
same. He did.
it is
Banger.
Depeche Mode? Oh my gosh. Damn, I totally got that wrong.
damn, that's a good song too. Rebel Yell goes hard as hell.
Rebel Yell's good. White Wedding. Yeah,
That
he's
dude
got
is so
vibes.
cool.
Yeah.
Billy Idol's
Pretty
so
cool.
cool. I always remember,
Ma-
Alex. I talked to you about this recently. I always remember the episode of Viva La Bam, where Bam and Billy Idol were hanging out, and they just grab a chainsaw and chop the top off of is it Billy Idol's or maybe Bam's Lamborghini.
Lambo?
They're like, "This would
Yeah.
be cooler as a convertible,"
I forgot Billy
You got a
Idol was
saw,
there. I
and they
remember
just
that.
that was kind of
But-
sick.
They're like, I want a sunroof in it, and they just cut that.
Cut it open.
Fucker over.
Just Billy Idol on the top of a Lambo, just sawing through a Lambo. It's cool. I remember that fondly. 2005, I bet it was.
Damn.
A young me sitting in front of MTV.
Ages ago.
Back when it was all orange groves. Orange groves as far as the eye can see.
What is that?
Just an old person.
An
Okay.
old- reminiscing about before all this development.
Mm. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot, huh?
All right, let's end it there.
We didn't.
That was enough. Remy, what do you got spinning this week?
There was a new J. Cole
There
that
was.
came out. Yeah. So I've been
Did you hear his freestyle on the LA Leakers today?
I have not actually heard that yet. I saw it. It's in my watch later list on YouTube, but I haven't
I'm
seen it yet.
not like a J. Cole stan, but he smoked that shit. He
That's good
smoked
to
that
hear.
shit. It was
That's
wild.
good to hear.
No, J. Cole's about to. His album comes out in 2 days. It's gonna be wild. I think.
Good.
I expect some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to it.
Same. He's always been solid. You know, at,
yeah.
at minimum solid, right? Like
Yeah.
So that's what. Just checking out that single.
But with everything that his label's been doing, there's no way he doesn't come out with a heater. Like he's been hanging out with Gibb too much. Like, come on. Like the bars have to be.
They signed Jid, right? Like
Yeah. No,
it's
that's
like you on.
Dreamville's like #1 dude.
They've got some good
There's
people.
no way that iron is not sharpening iron.
The man has taste at the very least, and that's a really great thing to start with.
Oh yeah.
That's a good
That's
base
most of being an
level.
artist. Yeah.
Exactly.
Gibb, what are you listening to?
Yeah.
Nothing new. I've been listening through the entirety of my liked songs on Spotify, trying to find more songs for this vocal fry bit. So if
Which
you
is-
recall in music chat, when we were playing Pummel Party, I sent a cover of
I do.
Footloose.
Yes. Yes.
So Footloose will be one of them, and I've just been listening through a bunch of my songs to be like, what would be really funny this way? It's also occurring to me that I'm like, once you have seen one of these, you will have seen them all.
Oh yeah. But it'll be
But it's funny to me, and I'm making
no, just keep them coming. Keep them coming.
That's true of a lot of like Instagrams and YouTubes like
Yeah, it's
that. Like
true.
it's a bit, but you can switch up just enough about each one where people will see the like name of the song and they'll be like, "Oh, I want to hear that one."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, so that's it. That's what I've been
so,
doing.
Rebel
There's-
Yell.
That's too easy. I want to stay away from like rock
Rebel
stuff where
Yell.
it's like this would just be good, you know?
Right.
Yeah. This will be like soft and
Yeah.
Can you do a
Like,
cocktail songs? Can you do Heaven or Las Vegas?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You just know, like, you don't know how do
That'd
you
be
sing the words to that?
That's what's weird about it. It's just like Irish shoegaze yodeling. I'd love to hear Gibb scream over it.
Irish shoegaze.
There's some Wham in there.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I have to remember them because I realize I'm like this will be a good one, but I'm driving. I'm like I'll write this down later, and then I don't.
Just voice notes. Get your
True.
Pull over, make your note, resume driving.
Speaking of pulling
pull over, make the content. Resume driving.
Yeah,
Just do it.
record it right there.
Get to work 3 hours later.
Speaking of,
You just need a mount in your car for your phone so you can just reach over and be like, all right.
I have
got
one.
What's up, Gibb Nation?
Check this
Gibb
out.
Nation, what's good?
Check
Let's
this out.
go.
Big important. Big
Okay.
important.
What do we got? Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I pulled
What am
over.
I looking at?
For those of you that can't see, because none of you can see, Gibbs odometer has reached 420.69.
Yeah,
It's incredible. It's incredible.
I was stressing about it because I knew I was gonna get it on that drive. I was like, I can't miss it. I can't miss it. It's never
If you
coming
miss it,
back.
if you miss it, you don't get anything till 69.420, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's a long.
That's
That's
a
a
ways
long
out.
way off.
It's a ways off.
Which the charger still has
Won't
a
be
chance
long.
of reaching. Yeah.
We'll get to 69.420.
Yes.
Won't be too long. Probably like 9,000 miles away.
It's at 60K right now. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Sweet. Well,
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 there it is. That's episode 14. The one before the end.
yeah. Honestly, our last traditional
mods?
podcast of this season.
Yes, we have a special event for
Mhm.
episode 15. We have a season finale.
What?
Yeah.
What? That's right. That's right, Remy. We got a special guest and a special event to be announced.
I love it when it's special.
Special's the
TBA.
best.
I love it when it's to be announced.
Bring back
TBD.
TBA.
Thanks for watching, for listening. Do the review thing, likes, comments, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't forget to
Press the serotonin button, please.
Ring that bell.
I know this is ludicrous, but if you aren't subscribed, you should totally it's weird. I assume you are already, but if you're not, you should totally subscribe. Make sure you're
If you're
the
at
bell
this
is-
point in the podcast,
You're an hour deep.
you aren't
We deserve it.
subscribed.
you're invested, so like
You went this
know.
far.
What's it gonna? It's not gonna hurt you.
You don't
We're not
even
gonna
have
make
to
you
have
that much
notifications
stupider.
on.
But they should.
But you
They should.
could.
But you could.
Yeah.
You can-
Take it a step further.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
It
You
will
know,
be.
it'll feel right once you've already subscribed. Just also ring the bell.
Hey, but thanks for listening.
Bye.